healing your mother wound to heal your money wound. And another deeper message that even came through was healing your mother wound to unlock millions. And so, what's really happening as we are really shifting in from the masculine, divine masculine way of doing business into the divine feminine is there's a lot of things that are holding us back from our connection with our own mothers, our grandmothers, other females that we had relationships with growing up. It could be sisters, aunts, caregivers, even teachers, people in our lives that were instilling beliefs and ideas that a lot of times they weren't consciously aware that they were doing this. It was just based on their own story, their own narrative. But we have continued to bring these stories and beliefs along with us into our adult lives. This a lot of times this happens when we're really young, when we're children. We bring it with us into our adult lives, and it manifests in our business with us not being able to really step into who we are being called to be. So having a lot of restriction around selling, around speaking about what our soul work, what we have to offer, around really charging what it is that we feel called to charge because of these narratives and these stories that are really playing in the background. And I like to refer to these people, these women in our lives, and it's not anything to say that they did anything wrong, because a lot of times it was unintentional. But I like to refer to them as our wealthy role models. And our wealthy role models were either helping us to move into a very abundant, prosperous life as an adult, as a business owner, as a female entrepreneur, or they were instilling these ideas of lack. And again, a lot of times it was unintentional. And so, what I have found through my own journey and in working with other female entrepreneurs, it's really about healing these stories, healing the mother wound in order to really step into the money that we feel called to bring into our business. And a lot of us, we've been working on our money mindset for a long time. We know we're powerful manifestors. We know we're powerful money manifestors. And we've had some success and we've been bringing in some profits, but things feel unpredictable. They're not as peaceful as they could be. They're not as in flow as it could be. And it feels like, okay, we've gotten it. We understand it. It's working. And then something kind of comes in and it feels a little shaky. It feels like we don't have this strong foundation. And I have found through my own personal journey and in working with female entrepreneurs that when we go back into these connections with these wealthy role models, as I refer to them, really connected to the feminine side, the feminine connections that we've had in our life, that's when we start to see a lot of beliefs and stories and just energetically things that we're holding on to that we maybe didn't consciously realize. And again, it's because a lot of these ideas and beliefs and the way that these women were operating within their money, within their life, within their business or their careers, a lot of times it wasn't intentional that they were sort of imprinting this on us, or that we were really taking this energy on as our own, and it's really just sitting there and we maybe are not aware of it. And so when we are making these moves within our business, these money making moves, and it doesn't seem like it's in flow the way that we want it to be, we have these money goals and it feels like it's coming in, it's going out, we're not quite able to reach it, or maybe we reach it one month and then we can't do it again, or it feels like it's every other month, or however it's been for you within your business. I'm telling you, it's really connected into the mother wound. I'm seeing it so much. I saw it within myself, and I'm seeing within other women. And a lot of times we're not realizing that this is what we need to focus on in order to shift. And so I saw this within my own life because my wealthy role models were my mom and my grandmother. And they both had two very different ideas and beliefs and philosophies around money. And I realized in really connecting into a lot of the stories and beliefs that I was holding on to is I was finding myself in the middle of both of their ideas and the ways that they just operated around money. And so it was almost like I couldn't get to this next level because I was connecting into what my mom was experiencing within her financial reality as I was growing up. But I couldn't get to this other level because of things that my grandmother was experiencing. And so again, I found myself right in the middle. And for a long time, I didn't realize it because I was able to manifest money where it felt like very seamlessly within my business. But then something would happen. I would, be able to attract these really beautiful sums of money, and then something would always happen that it would take me back to kind of the beginning. I'd feel like, okay, I've made so much progress within my money manifestation, and then it's almost like I would backtrack, and it was a cycle. And so if you're noticing these cycles, these patterns within your business where you're getting to a certain point and then it seems like you're kind of backtracking to where you feel like you shouldn't be because it's like you've already worked on that. You've already overcome that within your manifestation journey, your money mindset journey. I'm telling you, it's time to look at the energetics. And I love to refer to it as, money energy healing, wealthy energetics, because it's the things that a lot of times we can't see. And then when you really heal this mother wound and help it to really heal that money wound, it's almost like it takes that energetic and more of the spiritual side of it to a different level. So then you can take the practical action, the tangible action, the aligned action in a way that's almost next level. It's almost like you have this superpower. Because right now, what a lot of us are doing as female entrepreneurs, and comment down below if this is you, is we're taking action from this place, but we haven't fully reconciled and worked with the energetics. We've worked a lot with the mind, which is very powerful, and that does help, which is why you've been able to get to a certain point. But we have to focus on the energetics as well and really clear that all out so that we can take the bold, powerful moves on the practical side. And I really always love to emphasize the energetics, the spiritual, and the tangible, the practical, because I think a lot of times what happens is we get so caught up in one versus the other, and you really need both. You need the practical and the energetics. And when you use both of them, you can unlock the millions. You can unlock the things that you really see as your powerful $1 million idea, your abundant business. And so to help you with this further, I have created what I refer to as the abundance archetypes. There are 5. I would invite you to check out the Wealthy Workshop if you haven't already to understand which one of these 5 resonate with you the most. And it really helps you to see where your strengths and where your challenge areas, so you can really focus in on your strengths when you're running your business and when you're bringing in money into your business, and then see where your challenge areas are so that you strengthen those as well. Instead of, a lot of times what I'm seeing with female entrepreneurs is they're using their challenge areas thinking that that's their strength, and then they're wondering why they're not getting ahead or why they're kind of in this cycle, in this loop. And it's because a lot of times you're not working with your strengths, you're working with your challenge areas. And so if you take the Wealthy Workshop, you can really connect into this. And then I do have the Abundance Archetype Academy, which I'm very excited is opening up for early enrollment. Depending on when you see this video, it might already be closed. But if you see this today or within this week, within this month, within the next couple of weeks, it is open. And so I would love to invite you in to help you really take the things that you feel like are not helping you get to where you want to be, to help you clear all that out. Clear it all out, release it, shift it. It's really about shifting your financial reality from where it is right now to where you really want it to be. But we have to focus on the energetics first. And then we can really, like I said, take these bold, powerful, really strong moves on the practical, tangible side. And when you do that, like I said, you can unlock your multi-million-dollar idea. Your business can be very abundant and prosperous and in with flow, because you're really taking moves and using strategies that are to your strengths instead of to your challenge areas. Because a lot of us are looking so much to the external of, oh, I need to do it this way, I need to do it that way, I need to do it this way. And it's giving you some progress. You've been able to create your business, you are bringing money into your business, but then you're seeing how you're kind of in this loop still when you feel like you've worked on it and you want to shift. And so I would invite you to do this work with me. It's really beautiful. It's really powerful. It's really stepping into your superpower within your business. It's really about shifting from more of that kind of small business idea or that soul startup idea into more of an empire, into a global business, into an abundant business. So I'm going to have everything linked down below so you can check it out. Let me know anything that you've gotten from this video. I'm going to continue to share these messages as they come to me. And like I said, healing the mother wound to heal your money wound has been coming through so strongly. So if you're listening to this message, I feel that you were really meant to hear it. And, in addition to that, the mother wound to unlock millions, to really connect into that idea that is meant to be really profitable and prosperous, really that abundant business that you've been dreaming of. Instead of it kind of coasting along, you are really in flow and building momentum within what you're doing. And so I'd love to connect in with you. Be sure to leave a comment down below, and I will chat with you in my next video.